Alright, once again, I am Caleb with D335 Introduction to Programming in Python. I'm doing the practice test. This is practice lab 2, 30.2. So the second one of the thing. You might hear my cat's toy going real crazy in the distance. He is getting crazy right now on us. Right now we're just going to plug in the default values that kind of come with the thing. Again, I am using this, what is this? I don't know what this is called. PyCharm, I think it is. That's what I'm using to do this, but you can use whatever you want. I recommend using the actual Zybook things, because it'll give you, it'll give you if you got it right. I'm just doing this to make the video. Use whatever you want. I just didn't know if, Zybook would want me to use their, home screen showing the answers, if that makes sense. Alright, so this task is create a solution that accepts an integer input representing any number of ounces. Output the converted total number of tons, pounds, and remaining ounces based on the value of the input ounces. There are 16 ounces in a pound and 2,000 pounds in a ton. The solution output should be in the format tons, value underscore 1, pounds, value underscore 2, ounces, value underscore 3. They're not telling you that they want you to code it as value underscore 1. I made the mistake of doing that because that's what I thought, but then it was really hard to figure out what I was coding. So in coding, you want to know, and if you watch the 100 Days of Python that somebody else recommended, you want to know what you're coding. You want to know what the output's going to be. So if I'm not going to do value 1 for tons, I'm going to do tons. That's going to be its name because that's what I want it to be. Because that makes the most sense. Value 1 doesn't make any sense. If the input is 32,500, then the expected output is 1 ton, 31 pounds, 4 ounces. So again, I'm going back to putting in all the standard stuff. I don't know why it popped up like that. I would use the other one, but I've already coded it. So I don't know what's standard on this thing. I'm honestly just taking guesses because I've coded it a couple times now. Again, I have no experience doing this, so what I did was would plug the stuff into like ChatGPT and have it explain it to me, explain what they might want. And that kind of helps me get a semblance of what actually is going on. And again, some of this stuff, like I could not explain how it gets there because I don't want to say it's just beyond me. I am very new to coding, so I'm just really here to kind of help people who are struggling getting these right and aren't using like ChatGPT to kind of study with this. So I do recommend copying, pasting the answers, and then just typing it out over and over for the test. I have not taken the test yet, but that's what I would assume is the best case. If you took the SQL Zybook, it was kind of followed along the same steps. Shoot. Equals total pounds divided by 2,000. Remaining. I don't want to do that. Remaining. Oh no. I just made it harder on myself by trying to skip steps. Remaining pounds equals total pounds modulo 2,000. This one kind of makes it easy because it tells you like the formulas up here. There are 16 ounces in a pound. So tons equals total pounds equals ounces divided by 16. Remaining ounces equals ounces modulo 16. And you have tons. So tons equal total pounds divided by 2,000. This will give you like an absolute output. Remaining pounds equals total pounds modulo 2,000. And then you're going to go down, and you're going to just print the rest of that. I'm just going to type out, you're going to do it 3 times, because you have the other, all 3 of them you got to output. Now again, I apologize because I can't, I really don't know what all the, like, what's actually happening with Python. I have a very basic knowledge of it. So, I could not teach it, unfortunately, and I apologize for that. But we're doing a function. A function allows you to kind of bracket, like a variable into the thing. So if the variable is changing, this is the best way for it to print the updated variable each time. Because if I just said print ounces, or if I just said print ounces, yeah, that might not update each time. I think is what happens. So if you do it in the function, it updates. They are very specific about, like, little ding you on the test if you have like a typo. So if like your ounces wasn't capitalized, well, it's not the same. So they'll get you on that one. Yeah, this is all you really need to do for that one. It's nothing crazy. Ounces equals int input. That allows the user to input their ounces. And then from there, it is tons equals total pounds equals ounces divided by 16. Remaining pounds, or remaining ounces, excuse me, equals ounces modulo 16. So if tons equals, and this is more math, like mental math if you're used to that, tons equals total pounds divided by 2,000, and the remaining pounds equals total pounds modulo 2,000, because there's 2,000, like the Zybook Lab says, there's 16 ounces in a pound and 2,000 pounds in a ton. So that's how we get these. There's 2,000 pounds in a ton. Then there is 16 ounces in a pound. So that's how I recommend setting it up. Again, try your best to remember all this. It's very difficult, but come exam time, it's just going to be something like this.